Top of the morning, y'all. This channel's for anybody that doesn't believe what they hear on the news, but does believe most of what we hear on CB radio. If you want to know where we're at in America's timeline right now, I feel like it's the movie Titanic, where the boat is already sinking and Cal is running around shooting a pistol at Jack and Rose. It's a complete circus. 96 dead, over 1,000 people missing, and our fearless leader right here is kicking back on the beach with his toes in the sand. Honest question number one, and this is about Oprah. This whole video is really just interesting. I just feel like these questions are never going to get asked, so let's ask them right here. If Oprah is so left-leaning and she's so woke and she's such a big pioneer believer in equality, I don't think it would be right for her 2,000 acres to stand undamaged. Do y'all? You know, while there's people floating out in the ocean, holding on to a piece of plywood, just trying to survive for our lives. This is about standing by your values of equity, Oprah. So if you really believe that, they should take away from the ones who have earned it and give to the people who haven't, or give to the people who are unable, which is what equity says, so that they can stand just as high, then why doesn't she just burn down her 2,000 acres that she owns in solidarity to the Hawaiians who have lost everything? Well, that's pretty extreme, buddy. Well, yeah, so is the belief in equity. Next question, why was Oprah's land not completely scorched to the ground? You know, because if I light a barrel on fire and I throw a $1 bill in there and a $100 bill in there, do you think that fire is going to distinguish whatsoever between the $1 bill and the $100 bill? Absolutely not. Fire's fire, and fire takes out everything in its path. So why, pray tell, will nobody ask in a press conference to Biden why all these mansions are still standing just fine, unfazed and untouched? Question number 3 is really fun. Why does Oprah and all of her billionaire buddies not go on the record right now, just to do the classy thing, go on record right now saying, we pledge and we declare we will never, ever land grab anything in Maui. We won't put up high-rise hotels. We won't invest. We won't have anything to do with it. That way everybody can know that our motives are clear. Why don't they just do that? It'd be the classy thing to do, because everybody's calling you out and saying this is exactly what's happening. You could put all those fears to ease. Question number 4. Why have so many residents in Maui had their phones ringing off the hook from realtors asking, you want to sell your land? Are you kidding me? Who wants to buy scorched land? Who wants to be any part of that? Why is there not a law that says a realtor can't even make a call to somebody after something like this happens in a natural disaster for a year? And question number 5 is, why is the supposed most popular president in United States history telling Hawaiians last night that he knows what it's like to lose something too, because a lightning struck his house back in 2004 and he almost lost his Corvette, his 67 Corvette. That's what he said last night. I'm serious. I just heard that the total death count could be over 1,000 people, because that's how many folks are missing right now. In the little town of Lahaina, which has a population of about 13,000, if they lost 1,000, that's almost 10% of their entire population wiped out. Y'all, there is no doubt in my mind climate change activists have a big old woody right now, and they get off on this extreme stuff. They get off on extreme tornadoes, extreme weather, earthquakes, floods, and fires. But it's funny to anybody who's ever cracked open a Bible, because we already knew this was coming to a theater near you. Luke 21:11, there will be earthquakes, there will be great famines, pestilence in various areas, and fearful events, and great signs from heaven. Look, people didn't read the handbook and they're freaking out about it right now. This really should be Biden's Katrina, but I don't believe that the media is ever going to let that happen. Your tax dollars and mine are being stolen by a Democratic government, and it's being laundered over to Ukraine. $40 billion for them, $700 for each Hawaiian family, and knowing all of that, what makes me sick to the stomach is Hawaiians will still probably vote blue in 2024. And I don't know how to help anybody like that. You know, and since nobody would dare ask any of these questions to Biden on air, to all you journalists that are too scared to get in his face and ask this kind of stuff, you're a complete insult to your own family's bloodline. Your ancestors are in the grave right now thinking you're weak as hell. You're a complete coward, and it's got to be done right here. It's got to be asked like this. God bless all you patriots still standing strong. We don't care about your jobs, journalists. We care about our lives. Think about that. Ask the hard questions and get it done like a man should.